ahwefo na ti for mo akwa inform la daily update TV so TV radio the whole YouTube che say opa ho a wonyan news papa bia wo bia this is daily update TV so na yes aka video bi edu we can say that the video is some ahwefo pa any TV for because you can see we say na show ni nyina no amukọ holiday nti videos no e program ni e research wadaroma wontia na ya nsa akoka video bi chese ohimpon Kesi bi nipa dom ana chese Bawumia akotene nsa akochia no na nano kra wadwa kra ni facial na nim nyina chese like chese wa masmale kra onse nipa de anka at least onchia no mpa you can see a smile. Say your tradition say on chia. At that period, you can give a smile. Yeah. Like awe yine ni kra. Just say one smile, no one smile, or no so. Like just say the presence of APP in his ne yine die. The presence no, he was not working. You go a video no, a video de be sumo no. Ushwe na wa share. Na yera Kelvin tell a Kesi be electoral commission sem. You better discuss one or two issues on that because in him said election is fast approaching now. We need to address and I said the electoral commission or addressing him might be brief, but on ye Jumedi said they say internet security akukuda momo treaty electoral commission say mama we Juma ye na BBC member blame NDC because NDC was born out of revolution. They can't hear them or money thing, but they are very law abiding power in television. Go video Bawumia just a trend certain kwache wa hena se debi ora anya ase minchia wa ha wono so a wansere no just a man horrible face e busu go video no share odo comment be show making can daily update 24/7 offer tete phone na oberem because tem ye adwuma YouTube mo alert no no ho ba offer tete phone we dey borem jibre cool true obehu eye nwuwa pa ye de som eye Ghana man na unswide worship. I'm sure you zoom into the video no. You better audio no asem first, second. God bless.
Nobody was so. The 60 or too far. I said, yeah, you are. I said to jump so. What did you tell me? I got it. I too far. I take over. I take to hey, yeah. Nada. What too far body was so. The 60. I got it. Hey! I take to jump so. What do you want to? Bobby Anua. Say yes, sir. Hey! I got it.
Indeed, the EC is trying to do something. The NDC, they have pointed out very important things in their work, and they have shown Ghanaians over and over. Said the EC needs to be opened. Transparency is important when it comes to elections. It does not matter whatever you do, but when you refuse to be transparent, then it overshadows every single thing you are saying. Say it is right. So, oh yeah, the power. Why are you worried? Say, oh yeah, police ni. Say, oh yeah, police ni na say, oh say ujina border, ujijiska. Sorry, oh check a cast and kwa with no. Na say, journalists will be journal also camera to so. What is your problem? Unless who police know intentions of extorting. And no one say, when a journalist comes before you or stands by your side and turns the camera on, and where a police officer with a barrier, check their IDs and their driver's license, you will not have a problem because you only take driver's license to check the date, check car, their insurance, check if it is roadworthy, and then you signal the car to leave. Unless the say police in you have some motive via unim se camera ne capture. So at this point, we don't expect the EC to even come up with any excuse. They just have to open their arms and say, NDC, Ghana for come and let's all look into our books and sign elections. If the EC is credible and the EC wants to be transparent. It does not matter what the EC does. It does not matter the exhibition it does. It does not matter the register day. It does not matter the internal audits they do. It's always important to let the people know you are hiding nothing. But this Electoral Commission has made us believe, and through the fact that NDC to be proven, say the EC is bent on rigging the elections for the NPP. Clear. Now, Obibeka said, NDC for a demonstration on the 17th nationwide. The EC basically is not being transparent. This the first time I say EC or Ghana? I've heard people say NDC for, and the question is this the first time? Because when you hear the EC's press conference, and they almost say the issue we have raised with the voter register will be resolved. EC press conference, almost say the issue now NDC if we're raising about the voter register, it will be solved. Now, if it's going to be resolved, the NDC just want Ghanaians, independent minds, to be part in solving the issue. The issue here is when the Auditor General audits an institution, why is it say after the audit service, they audit the institution, at the end of the day, he writes there an audit report. The Auditor General writes an audit report, even though we know the audit service, they have their rights, they have the facts they stand on, the acts they use in auditing agencies. But the Auditor General, even though they have done internal auditing of government institutions, he still goes ahead to bring out the audit report. Why? He is doing that to show Ghanaians that he's got nothing to hide. And it's an Auditor General, audit reporter, on function them, or the Magana for, and it's a Tumisha audit report, because Auditor General, here you did not do your job right. Because we know at a point, at this instance, this happened, why didn't you cover it? And for the EC to move away from transparency, I am looking at just transparency. I don't even care about the rest. I am looking at transparency. You are going into a very dicey election, and the people just want transparency. Bring independent forensic auditors to look in your books. If you've done nothing wrong, what is this nonsense press conference? If you've done nothing wrong, if you have no motivation or no motive of trying to rig the elections, making sure you are stealing figures, pumping figures where they are not supposed to be, why would the EC even be coming back and forth and trying to tell us? Because you have already admitted that means there was a problem. To resolve means there has been or there is going to be a problem. So it means that they detected that your work isn't perfect. So say Omukrampona is suggested for an independent probe or auditor. What is wrong with that? You sit back, you cross your legs, cross your arm, and watch the independent auditors because you know you have done a diligent job. But this is the situation, you are closing your door.
Kelvin like Kasafa EC1 be the free wabra na ye moye registration voter exercise no obekasi indelible ink. He did mention of a lot of things. Say ya about to okra time ye ntwemra nanim strategy or person will beat the abano edema MPP na abusuan fa. NDC4 are very very wise and strict abusuan. Like I said, she say no NDC4 qualify for forensic audit, external forensic audit. Also there be a DNA who base on, and as a thing, and they who fundamental or who cassette they who insist on that. While a brand natural to say what them a kufuado would demand for that. Fine, Mama accepted. Why you say what they want accepted? In things my era, KT, they go and for credit my last silence media or mobile my only the ghost team Nina. I'm sure.
To independence and transparency. So the EC is corrupt. The EC, Electoral Commission of Ghana, is a crime scene. They are criminals. Mamonfa election win the agro. Mamonfa NDC demonstration win the agro. These people at the Electoral Commission are criminals. I'm telling you. Now, the question I was asking is this the first time a political party is insisting, or a first time a political party is asking, say, we need to have a forensic audit of the register before elections? Because me will say, Ghana hano, nipe bi imagine say, omabodam. Nipe bi are very hypocritical. And the idea ni nyina say, they always want it to look like, say, NDC raised the issue about the irregularities in upper 15,000. The end time be, you couldn't or say, hello, video no way, hello, do we commiserate with people who have armed robbers? Kwasia, oh, say, wakumati. But the moment you never be a match remote, a Ghana hormone. Where I'm coming. Bakuya be symmetry, aqua, your wise way.
Were you a bit disappointed that the president did not even speak at all about the people who lost their lives in the Techiman South constituency?
I think that it is not fair for people to refer to an event without going back. What happened? Should the president just talk about if a criminal is shot, he's shot. The crime does not matter? I beg to differ. What happened? The president should stay out. Let the...
Pasia. The T, Obi said the T says small M. Hey, most of the Abogan your wife, the T says small M. The T says small M, Ampo, we should it there. Ampa, according to motion T. Wakwa open heart said you or the Musika taxpayers' money, and you're on the bottom sika, or Pomakas or on the bottom sika. $500,000 and one of the China Parliament in the Tiamano. Your wife is in Rabon Timakajan, so the bottom sika, and the quiet heart surgery, no. Fui. Maybe come back could be food. Okay, let me keep it red. My charge me person come and I'm catch a move and I do a move. And look at that time crab. And look at it, Utikwa Uba Kungo. Because I want to do what he wouldn't name the MPP for Bayable. Momeanko Galanoso, Gala. It's the question I was asking was simple. Oh, sorry. The question I was asking was simple. Mibusa say, Eye Galamsey fighting from 2017. How much have we spent? Because people need to answer questions. The monies we spent from 2017, BC Handeno, the monies, what did it do? Because we need to get to that point where we should be able to account for every single penny we have put into the fight against Galamsey. And the wishe yensua ewo Ghana, you ask yourself, say, enti saa sika ni nyina ekohe over 2 billion. Saa sika ni nyina ekohe, where is the money? And these are some of the questions, sir. Master this more kasa say yem fighting Galamsey no. One of the questions you first ask, so all the money that was put into the fight against Galamsey, what did it do? Because we need to get results. Estope Galamsey no. The monies we put into committees, into drones, into training, into Galastop, into all the monies that they said we have pumped into fighting Galamsey. What can we show for the monies, the taxpayers' money we took, say, yeah, they fighting Galamsey? Every quarter, the committee in Parliament are almost discussing Galamsey, no, almost spending $30 million. This is how they use their money. The MPP is bad news. Now, there's a conversation going on now. I just say, and the Obi can say, Galamsey, no, we should stop it. We should stop it. We should stop it. And I'm a catch remo. Se panye to asantimemna so 240. Then it means say se panye to Ghana or se president ni blame no. Tie. Se panye eto kejetia na so 24 menhia na otia. It means the overlord of Ghana, the president, His Excellency Kufuado, se obijina eye asenkregwa e the machine esi nsuo so de or the president neti. If you say every single morning, the national security, the police head, the military head, every state institution, security agent, they brief the president, our security status. And let me tell you, Galamsey is a national menace. It is a national security threat. And the question here is, do you want to tell me, say, Nana Dankwe Kufuado does not know, say, yes, you know, say, if the president does not know, that he does not deserve to lead the people because he's not being briefed about the situation at your womb. This is a national emergency. Enti, Mate say, Nipa bebre kasa. We should fight Galamsey. President should fight Galamsey. Aka less than 87 days to elections. What can Ekufuadu do? What can this government do? What can Bawumia MPP, what can they do? You gave them 8 years to fight Galamsey. 8 years. You gave them 8 solid years to fight Galamsey. Aka 86 days. You are all screaming on top of your voice. The president should do something. The government should do something. What should they do? What can they do? You want them to lie to you. Yeah. All the people screaming in Ghana say, Galamsey, we need to stop it. We need to stop it. President must say, you just want them to lie to you. Realistically, you know that the fight against Galamsey, the NPP government, led by Kufuor and Bawumia, they lost it. Now, and they're sorry, what you see here, Galamsey spent over 30 million, 300 million in last 3 years to fight Galamsey. This was in 2023. Suhini and a cast has some way. Almost he has spent 300 million Ghana cedis in the last 3 years on Galamsey. The waters now the rate at which Galamsey aji Ghana and the Yensu say no. Where did the money go? What exactly did we use the money for? Shadi BSC. Nana Dankwe Kufuor has spoken. Muye de Denin Mekachira will say the only option left for you Ghanaians is to vote NPP out. 86 or 87 days, they cannot solve Galamsey. Assembly before Manoma Bibiana, it's a lie. You are opening yourself up to be lied to. That is what I am telling you. Oh, ma hokwain emankofowe itwawotro. Wona o ma hokwain se we Jimmy obi bo se we Jimmy. Ekufuor orders police and military deployment to crack down on Galamsey amid calls for action. Yes, see Ekufuor say police for ni soldier for nko fight Galamsey. He cannot fight it. From day one, we were told, say soldiers and police, the MPP government, Ekufuor's presidency is on the line. They are going PP for Kwekubako, Gabio Chedako, and then now for a gange up Chema Captain Mahama. Why? Captain Mahama was sent to a Galamsey site. These people murdered Captain Mahama. They murdered him. They are friends. They are companies. Galamsey Juma. We have seen soldiers being murdered. We have seen policemen protect Galamsey